What's up?
What's up? Well, how's the camera so good on this computer?
Because it is.
Nice.
Okay.
How are you guys? Hello.
Good. Good. It's been a long couple months due to the quarantine, but happy to have summer begin, get back in the car scene, and yeah.
You know what I've been doing recently I've been sitting in my veranda and all I'm thinking about is the motorcycles passing my car. I told you guys last night, like all the motorcycles and the cars passing my house.
Yeah.
I really, really badly want to just jump in and start driving. How much are you putting out in your car?
So in the BMW 340. I have a Stage 2 MHD tune. I have an agency power cold air intake, resonant dually, and a VRSF 4.5-inch downpipe. And according to the MHD website, it's putting about 470 horsepower and 470 torque. And to the wheels, I believe that's about 445, 450 to the wheels, to all four wheels.
Jesus.
And I get around 11 to 12 miles per gallon.
Hello?
Which is also
Yeah, what's up, Dan? We see you.
Finally.
We got you. That's crazy. Holy crap.
Yeah.
So you're you're pretty much
mods.
You're even in horsepower and torque.
Yeah, according to the website. Yeah.
Jeez.
Mhm.
According to the mythological.
Yeah. The dyno sheets according to MHC.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
For
sick.
literally just a couple $100. Like the tune cost me $350. Intake was $250, and the downpipe was $250. So for $600, I upped my horsepower by about $150.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's a lot of so it's a Pro Tune. You said you also want to get an ECU. You still have the ECU flash, right?
Yeah. So right now all I have is MHD, which is an ECU flash.
Gotcha.
So literally, I got a Galaxy phone, like an old Galaxy S3. Bought the wire, you connect it to the OBD2 port, and that's it. Flash your car. It takes about 30 minutes to unlock the ECU, and then after that, it's about a minute to change your settings.
Now they got the iPhone app for it.
Yes, now they did unlock the iPhone app, which is much easier because I actually have an iPhone.
Yeah.
It's easier now.
Well, if you guys need a dirty, crappy Samsung, I've got plenty of those. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's awesome. No, I mean, you know what, Marco? You're probably out of all our friends the one putting out the most power. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's literally just simple mods.
Except for Joe, maybe.
How much is Joe putting out?
Joe puts out, according to Camaro, 450. According to Chevy.
450. That's
450 crank.
Well,
so he's a Camaro SS.
He has a Camaro SS.
Any mods?
No mods.
Yeah.
So rear-wheel drive. So
I think your car will beat it, but
Yeah, his car probably. I mean, off the line, I'm pretty sure his car would smoke
in
him.
general, I think his car will beat it.
Plus, Joe has a manual, so
Manual, yeah.
your shifting doesn't even have to compare. I think you guys have a lot of potential with your cars. If you guys don't know, by the way, Marco and Dan, they also have the same car at 340i, so they could just swap ideas and trade parts and do whatever they need to help each other out. So, which I don't have. Well, I mean, we have Andrea. So.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really have anything.
He doesn't have anything on his Subaru. So. But either way, yeah, you guys definitely have a lot of potential for what you guys put out. So.
The B58 is just crazy.
B58 platform is insane. That's why, I like the motor has mostly forged internals, which it'll hold the boost. And that twin scroll turbo, one turbine already spinning. That way you have instant boost at the low end, and then the bigger turbine for the higher RPM, so you're always basically in the power band.
And it's a closed deck design motor. It holds a lot of power. It holds a lot of pressure. It has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
People are making 1,000 horsepower off the B58, like easy.
Yeah, and something about they did compared to like the B58s, like the N54s and the 335s. Like we actually have it's still a plastic charge pipe, but the charge pipe is actually a lot more durable. Because I know a lot of people, even running a simple tune, would just blow the charge pipes and just have boost leaks. So something that's also pretty good about the B58.
I'm still gonna change the charge pipe though. I think.
Yeah.
Just because it's plastic, I want to get an
yeah.
aluminum-based charge pipe, just to make it,
yeah.
handle more power, handle more pressure,
Yeah, like for me, I lease my car, so like I'm only doing like simple mods, and all that. So hopefully,
simple mods that make about 500 horsepower,
Yeah. So hopefully the dealership takes the lease back, give it back. If anything, I'll be financing that out for the next 3 years.
What did you say you were gonna finance next? What's your?
So next, I'm looking into getting like a 2017 to like 2017 or above 6th gen ZL1.
Yeah. All right. So you're going muscle car, but yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Right. Okay. Man, you guys like muscle cars. I noticed that. Dan, you said the last time you wanted a Mustang.
I love the Mustang.
GT500 again?
Not the GT500. I want a GT250R.
250R. Okay. You know what? Either way,
or the new GTs, like all the new gen GTs are so nice.
Yeah.
Love them.
I mean, I've seen now. Aren't they the only car that you can actually get fully carbon fiber wheels for, or something like that now?
GT250R, yeah, and the GT500 now.
Yeah, I mean, those are probably like a $7,000 add-on, but either way.
Flappin' Flotsam, what's that?
I don't even.
They come with it, I think. Either way.
Yeah.
So for the GT500, the carbon fiber wheels are like a $9,000 add-on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The GT250R just came with them, I think.
No, the GT350R has, I think, magnesium or aluminum wheels.
They have carbon fiber wheels for it.
Yeah, it's just an option.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's crazy. I mean, that's like the highest trim you can get too. So
Yeah, even before GT, you have to pay extra for carbon fiber rims.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what. No, go ahead.
What modifications are coming up next for all our cars? I think that's what people are really interested in right now.
So for me, I know Dan's getting it as well, X-Elite, which is like the new up-and-coming, it's basically a rear-wheel drive tune to convert your all-wheel drive BMW into rear-wheel drive. So I think that's going to be the next thing. Like,
Okay.
You spoke about what modifications you have on already?
oh yeah, I spoke about all, and just a couple appearance mods, which I'm guessing people don't really care about the appearance mods.
I mean, some people do. Some people, honestly, some people don't give a crap about power. But
Yeah.
In terms of power for my next mod, well, let's talk about the diminishing of power. I need some brakes because I want to get some nice Hawk pads, not track pads, but Hawk, and get some nice calipers. I don't know, Brembos or Willwoods or something. I mean, the most expensive I could probably find. I would probably because right now, when we were driving, I felt the brake fade, and it's. What do you expect? The car's been sitting 4 months in the sun and in the winter and stuff. But tires, wheels, brakes, just pretty much that's it. Maybe bleed the lines, get some new fluids in there, but not much.
Yeah.
And you guys?
I'm in desperate need of an oil change.
So that's you yourself.
So so that's I gotta do within the next week or two. Mm-hmm.
Dan?
For me, I'm gonna probably get rims soon, rims and tires. Coming very soon, actually. Maybe by end of June, maybe start of July.
What kind?
I'm not gonna reveal them yet.
No?
Oh.
Not yet.
Find
out.
Top secret.
Find out later.
That's awesome.
But
okay.
then I'm planning on getting a downpipe, CTS turbo intake. I'll say that. I think the CTS turbo intake. So what's cool about it? Why I really like it? I had it on my GTI, but the new one for the BMWs Instead of being just a cone, it's a detachable cone, so it connects, and it has a little V thing, so like it allows the air to flow through smoothly rather than just banging into like the outside of the intake. So it's nice and smooth air intake going in through all the time.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
High quality, nice stuff, you know. And I'm thinking about just keeping it CTS. So I want to get a CTS downpipe catless just to keep it, you know, the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably gonna do MHD with Marco. Thing with Marco. I was thinking about boot mod, but maybe go BM3 because I know boot mod you can like transfer your license over all the time. So if I got to change to another BMW later on in the future, then I have the boot mod license all the time. You know, I don't have to buy a new license.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what to do yet. It's both basically the same price. Like boot mod is just $100 more. MHD is $495 for the whole license. Boot mod is $595. So.
But like with MHD, like what I did, you can set the individual packs.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Or you can buy the whole package.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
And what do you get? Do you get anything extra with either one?
Package. So if you buy them individually, you buy each tune separate.
Mm-hmm.
You pay $100 for each tune, and then you have to pay extra for the data logging and stuff too. For if you get the whole license for $495, you get the tuning ability of all the off-the-shelf maps, data logging, like everything you can do on the MHD app. You can do it with the whole package. So I don't know which one to do yet. I think I'm just gonna go MHD. It's a cheaper route.
Yeah,
it does the same thing. So, and I can use my iPhone.
Yeah,
I don't have to get like a wireless net cable for boot mod. I can just use the MHD plug and play thing and use the Wi-Fi adapter and call it a day.
That's awesome. Okay.
Very reliable tune. I have friends that run it in their M4s, M3s, 340s.
Yeah, my cousin in Lebanon has a 335 N54. Done up very nicely. Has a big turbo on it, and he tuned it with MHD, so it's running very well with it. And I'm also thinking next year to get coilovers, Bilstein coilovers for my car.
Okay.
This year I want to get strut braces on the front and back to you know stiffen up the chassis a bit.
Yeah.
And then I want to do some exterior modifications for like you know the aesthetics, and then the inside. I want to get a new wheel too.
Nice.
So there's a bunch of shit I want to do, but we'll see what happens.
It's gonna look sick.
This year is mostly going to be wheels, intake, and downpipe, and tune.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome.
You know what? I think I'm gonna stick with the appearance right now. I mean, I've already got a Bren tune, Cobb tune, or Pro tune, all that crap, but it's taken care of. Obviously, it's a Subaru 4-cylinder. It's not gonna be beating you guys with your inline sixes, but whatever.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the tune? Because I remember you raced the stock WRX 2019 one.
Yeah.
And how much of a difference was it?
Honestly, I don't know if it was stock, but I don't feel like there's that much power. You know what is weird too? I told you this the other day. I feel like every time I'm coming out of first and second and third, I have good torque and I have a good power band there. But after like fourth, fifth, and sixth, it just drops, And I don't know. Maybe I'm just not shifting correctly, or maybe it's a little bit of turbo lag and it needs to spool or something. But I don't know. I feel like maybe. What?
So your car has a twin scroll turbo like me and Marco's car, so it shouldn't be turbo lagging.
I don't know, because it does lag slightly, and it could be because maybe the tune is starting to wear off or change up as the car gets older and stuff. So maybe I have to take it back and just tweak a couple things. But it was tuned at Brent Tuning in Massachusetts. For anybody who wants to go, that's probably your best bet for Subarus. But I also have the access port, the Cobb access port. So if I can use that, maybe I could mess around with that. But in terms of data logging and other things like that, that's what I'm able to do through that. And I could honestly, I could probably data log every time I drive for a couple weeks and just take it to them and see what they say. So
you could send them the data logs or call them and ask them what they need. Like they're probably going to need full throttle pulls and second to third, third to fourth, and then you could send them the data log and they'll give you an updated tune.
Yeah.
So
I think you should definitely look for an updated tune though, because I could tell that your car is not running the way it should be running.
Yeah.
With power wise.
Yeah. I definitely also before I start making more power, I need to service the engine, new spark plugs. I'll probably get, just because, might as well get a new head gasket on the car if I'm going to be, if they're going to be cracking the engine open, new rods, new pistons. I mean, that's a whole engine rebuild that costs thousands of dollars, but sooner or later it's going to happen. So
Yeah.
How many miles do you have on the car right now?
I actually let's see, I bought it with 25,000, so right now it's almost at 30, so I almost put 5,000. Yeah, yeah, within a couple months. Actually, I've had it since what, February?
Yes.
So
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, so just a couple months.
Damn.
Which, yeah, I've driven the hell out of that car.
Driving the hell out of that car.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's the best thing ever. It's so much fun.
Mhm.
But and I'm learning everything, each
I
day
put
I drive.
20,000 miles in a year, man. It's okay.
Yeah, 10,000 miles?
20.
20? Jesus Christ.
I do about like 10 to 11 a year.
Yeah, that's why you lease your cars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we have a family friend that actually works at a BMW dealership, so he gives us pretty good deals on our cars. So for example, like my car, I probably have one of the cheapest 340 leases in the country when I got mine in 2018. So yeah.
Jeez.
Mhm.
So you're getting your bang for your buck. And really out of your car, Marco, you really get bang out of your buck for your what you're paying for your car.
So like, for example, like with that car, like I wanted that specific color. So at first I wanted like the Estrella blue or something else.
Yeah.
But I ended up finding this car. It was on the boat on its way from Germany, and it kept getting delayed at the port. So I remember like I had to wait a couple weeks to get my car. It was stuck at the port. But yeah, it took me a while to find the car because like I don't know if like all your viewers know, like, so my first car I actually had a 328, and then I was at school and there was this big flood about a year and a half ago, and my car actually got flooded. Water went to the motor, water all the way up to the seat, and the car, and then the insurance company ended up ruling the car as a complete total. So that's how I ended up going, and that's how I ended up getting the 340. But this
You have
car,
the same color as your older car, though.
it was the same. It was the same exact car except for the motor. Same interior, navigation, same options. Only thing that's different is the trim color and the motor. Otherwise, cars are the same exact thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have a question about, you brought up the motor again. What do you guys think about the Supra, the new Supra? Because I know that's the new motor in the Supra, and people are making fun of it, calling it a BMW and whatever. But
BMW.
look, I don't want to upset anybody.
The only thing different about the Supra, like as if like it's not BMW, is that the chassis. The chassis is made by Toyota.
Yeah, the powertrain and the drivetrain are all BMW.
Everything else is BMW. That's why the car's so good.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're BMW guys right here.
If the BMW Z4 wasn't a roadster, it would be so much better than the Supra.
Yeah.
The Z4 is dope. I've seen a lot of Z4s recently. I would love to get a Z4.
So like the Z4 with the B58, I heard it's I've heard mixed reviews about it. Some people say it's all right, and some people are like, oh, it's very good. It's just like depends who you talk to. I've personally never driven it, so I can't comment on it. But
yeah, I mean, I do hear a lot about those smaller cars being, their handling is, you can just put like, I don't know, a sway bar on it or something like that, and just some new tires, and boom, it performs like really
Supra
well.
doesn't even need all that. Like the problem with the Z4 and the Supra, what I've like researched, at least, I don't know much. So, but like the Supra has a wider, more planted, different suspension, different chassis. It's like more beefed up than the Z4. The Z4 is more like they made the Z4 as if like it's a cruiser type of car. And the Toyota Supra is the track or like the racing type of car.
yeah, so like like what Dan was saying, like the Supra is more of like a sports car, like appealing to like kind of younger generations. I think that's fair to say. And then the Z4 is more of like a touring car, like a GT car. So it's like more towards like older generations. Like you have all the luxury features, you get leather in it, or you get Alcantara. Yeah, it's basically a higher class, the German view.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't want to say it because that also is that's a weird comparison. But yeah,
It
it's
is like a Miata with more power and more luxury.
yeah. You know the C8, the new C8. I don't even know if I want to call it a supercar at this point. I feel like it's kind of putting itself in a new category, you know?
I would consider it just a sports car.
Yeah.
How it is right now, like I don't think it's definitely not on supercar territory,
Not
but
C5?
it is one of the best
mean the
supercar,
C8?
one of the best sports cars for the money right now.
yeah.
C8?
Yeah.
The C8, they're considering it a supercar, bro.
I know, but
The way
it's
it handles the dual clutch transmission, they can twin turbo that shit and make it so fast.
So, but that's what they're so. Remember, like everyone, the world keeps forgetting, like the C8 that's out right now is a Stingray.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
still gonna
Yeah.
still gonna be a C8 Z06, a C-
ZR1.
like a C- and then
ZR1.
and
Yeah, I
then
can't
in a
wait.
couple of years
Yeah.
we'll get a C801. So like we're still at the bare minimum. Like remember, like the Corvette C7 Z06 and the 01 did 0 to 60 in about 2.9. This C8 base form is 0 to 60 in 2.9 and could
Which
keep
is
up
nuts.
with the C7 01 on lap times.
What do we have in store for some content, Daniel? What are we looking for in terms of content?
I gotta finish this exam coming up, but after this exam, I'm gonna start doing stuff in my car. We're gonna like meet up and do drives again, and we'll do car washes. We'll meet up, a bunch of driving. Maybe hopefully we'll host some car shows for people. If people want to come to our car shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And new products coming soon too. Anybody wants to buy stickers? I've got stickers made, so those are coming out. I've got some new ones. And yeah, I mean, we got some cool stuff coming. Salza, Marco, who left, but that's okay. And then we all got some cool content. We just got to get some personal stuff out of the way, and we'll
Yep.
get back to making some sick content, especially after this. I mean, I'm ready
2
for
weeks.
this, man. I'm ready for this because this quarantine has been sucking. We got to start working, putting some money into the cars,
Yeah. Just give us 2 weeks. 2 more weeks and we'll be set.
2 more weeks. All right. Everyone heard that. 2 more weeks and we'll be looking out for some new content. All right.
I enjoy being in both your contents and being the most entertaining person.
He's the funny guy.
obviously.
He's
funny
the
dude.
clown. He's the
If you guys
clown.
watched the last 2 videos of mine, he was recording, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Anthony helps out a lot.
Salza the clown over here. Now, well, I'm
If Dan had the option of recording, he would put the mic right in his mouth.
You guys will be seeing David more often too in our videos. David's gonna be helping me record and shit.
with this Tacoma.
No, he's just gonna help me out.
Oh, okay. All
He
right.
wants
We're
to
gonna
help me
record
out.
this
He's
taco,
gonna
right?
do. Huh?
We're gonna record this taco, right?
I think he's gonna do some mods on his taco. He wants to get rims and tires for it, make it look beefier, bumper stuff, which is cool. I don't like. He wants to get an intake to make it sound beefier, so that'll be cool.
I'll throw up a picture with all of us sitting on his car.
The
But
paintball one. Yeah.
but yeah, I think he's gonna make that thing look pretty sick. So
Yeah. Hopefully he goes for it.
if anybody wants to give some recommendations on cameras that we could get, I need a new camera. This one works fine, but it's not really as good as I'd like it to be. I need a gimbal. I need a nicer camera. And Daniel has.
I got a GoPro, but I need a camera for the recordings and for pictures.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that.
Yeah. I want to get a nice camera, but this one works just fine. So I also need a mic, a new mic for cameras and stuff. Salza's actually, so you guys saw in the last video, Salza is a pretty good cameraman. So he helped me out with that. I just need to get a good gimbal so he can, help me when we're in the car and whatnot, and a good mic. So
I'm saying, or you can get a nice camera that doesn't need a gimbal, the one that has a self-stabilizer in it.
or self-stable. This one is a self-stabilizer too. It has the lens rotates inside, but it's this is like if you were just starting off, this is the camera. This is a Sony. Goodness me, I don't even know the name. It's an FDR AX33.
I heard that A5000 is a really good camera. A mirrorless Sony camera. It's really good. It's a good starter DSLR, I guess, mirrorless camera.
Yeah.
Which is, I think I'm gonna invest in that. It's like I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it used, but it's not gonna be beat up. So it's gonna be like $300.
Okay.
Not bad.
It's not bad. Oh, yeah. There's an A6300 that I want to get, and I mean that's expensive, super expensive, like $700-800. But I mean the footage on that, the HD 4K resolution, constant, like so nice, and the color range too, even at night. That's what I wanted because we're gonna be shooting a lot of videos at night. That's what we need, you know. I also want to get a dash cam. I'm considering getting it now and pulling the trigger on it real quick. It's $90, but you know, I think I need
dash cam. You're gonna use that for YouTube videos?
Well, both pretty much. I mean, that's a steady source of footage right in the front of the car, you know. But
I think I'm just keeping the GoPro. I'll put like a head mount on and call it.
Yeah, that if I'm trying to talk about like cinematic stuff, you know, I'll use the GoPro and the other cams and stuff. But I definitely want to have a dash cam just for safety of my car. Too. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, if someone's doing a pull on me, you know, I'm gonna use that footage because I find there's way too many good moments that I miss every time I'm driving. Like, there's so many good moments that I just can't miss out on. I gotta throw this into a video.
I wish I recorded the time where I beat that M3. Makes no sense that I beat an F80 M3 in my 340i, but somehow, some way, I beat an F80 M3.
Hey, you know what, man? He probably look. I'm not trying to give him excuses. He probably sucked at driving.
I think he did.
And yeah, and you know, some days I feel like sometimes, and this is weird. I have my superstitions. I feel like sometimes I start my car up. She just doesn't want to react very well today. She's just in a bad mood, and she just doesn't want to drive. I'm getting knock readings here. I'm getting shit flying off here, and it's just like, okay, all right, fine. I'll go put you back in the garage, and we'll call it quits. Like, relax. you know what I mean? Some days it's on and off. I don't know.
I don't get that problem with my car.
No, I
think it's just the tune.
Huh?
I think it's the tune, man.
It's got to be the tune. It's got to be the tune. I got to retune and just, as you said, like a newer tune. I mean, I have a 2018. It's not that old, but
maybe you need fuel injectors and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like a new fuel pump would be good too. Because if anybody, I didn't really post this on my YouTube, but before I started everything and started making the videos, I had gone to a gas station and I filled up pretty much 9 gallons, and this wasn't my fault. It was the gas stations. It had rained before I had gotten there, and I filled up nearly 9 gallons of water into my car, and somehow I was able to pull home. But I mean, the car, I heard it water, you know, the engine waterlogged, and it locked up. So, you know, I'm very, very lucky that my, you know, like nothing got into the fuel system and corroded anything or just fucked up anything like that. So I'm happy that didn't become the case.
Hopefully your car didn't start.
Huh?
Hopefully your car didn't start.
Look, man, Subarus, I gotta say, they don't want to die. They will go. They will go. They just sucked out the water and boom, you know, $500 later. So
that's all right, man. $500 is better than.
It's better than exactly my brand new car after 2 weeks. You know, I was so freaking. But Salza, your car. I was thinking, you know, it would be sick if you either turned it. I usually give cars like a two-way route. Like, for example, Daniel's BMW could be like a track car, or it could be like a show car, right? That's what I think in my mind. Or both.
People are dragging it right now.
Yeah, or a drag car. Yeah, there's different routes you can take. I feel like Salza's would be either really sick as a off-road car. You know, it's a Grand Cherokee. It's a big car. Or something that's like, I've seen, I mean, obviously, Trackhawks too are track focused and drag strip focused. Maybe like a show car. If you turned your Jeep into like a show car, and I don't think that's your style as much as you know. I don't know. I think that's your style.
I don't
I
know.
think if-
I'm just gonna see what happens.
I think Salza should do the LED lights ASAP.
Okay.
And I think he should just make it look more beefy, look sick. No one really makes those cars look any beefy or do anything to the cars, He'd be like he'd be original, doing stuff to maybe getting bigger tires, not to change the rims.
Yeah.
Getting the all-terrain tires instead of just the sport tires, they'd be dope,
That'd be sick. Getting some bead locks. That's what you need. Some big old bead locks on that thing.
That would look sick.
Oh man.
Coming out of the fender.
Turn it
driving
into
down like a beast.
turn it into like a hybrid trophy truck, like something like that. So please, just that would be so sick. Or
You need a 6-cylinder.
yeah, you know what? Doesn't
Put
matter.
a supercharger on that thing.
Yeah, it's not about your straight line speed or horsepower. It's about how much torque you're putting down to the ground. And that thing, what's the towing capacity on that? You know?
I don't know. I've never looked. I've never decided to show anything.
Well, I'm assuming it's pretty good. We'll throw up some numbers or
I
something.
don't know. It's just a heavy ass car.
Yeah. Well, it's a truck, but it's nice.
Fast.
Look, I am jealous of you in two things. One, you can go off road no problem. Like you could literally drive up any hill that you want, whatever. Call it.
Close as you want to a curb.
Yeah, exactly. You can park out, whatever. And two, you have space in the car. Like my hair, I'm 6'2". My hair rubs against the top of my car, and because I have the sunroof and the roof, there's this little lip it goes like this. It's a slight difference. So I'm like, my hair is constantly just going across. So I have to sink into the car.
I need some bucket seats, baby.
That means you're going back to the bean, right?
No, I am not going back to the bean.
Get some bucket seats. It'll solve that all.
Yeah, I could do something like that. I want Recaros, baby. We need some Recaros. But the thing is, I have the seat heater, and I love the seat heater. It's so nice. I've never had a car with a seat heater, my own personal car, so I feel very fancy. And it's nice in the winter. And my girlfriend loves it, so,
I got seat warmers too.
Happy
I
in
was
this
gonna
car.
say something bad, but it's okay.
Please don't.
What were you gonna say, Anthony? Say it. We'll
Say it.
out.
I'll bleep it out. Go ahead. That's going beep.
I hope so.
Or we could say, keep your beep warm.
Yeah. Oh God, that's funny.
We'll never know what we said.
Salza has a lot of potential for, doing some things in his car. And we have peer pressure too on our side because he's not fully converted to become I wouldn't call him an enthusiast yet. I would call him a how you say?
I don't really care as much as
a youngin. He's a youngin.
I don't really care as much as you guys.
I know. Wait till we go to car meets and stuff. Oh man, I'm just gonna keep talking.
Big car guy.
You know what though? Being a car guy isn't it's I've seen comparisons online. Everyone's seen those memes. It's like being a horse girl. It gets annoying at one point. It's like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about your.
There's just so much culture into being a car guy.
Yeah.
You got the community, you got the car shows, you got your boys. You can just sit in your garage, work on your car all day. If you're ever stressed out, you go on a drive, floor that shit to the fucking max, and you're chilling afterwards, bro. You just, you feel great.
Yeah.
Feel great. It's just a stress reliever. It's a mind reliever. It's a space away from everything in the world. Your car.
Very
It's always there.
Very well put.
And your community and your boys.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing. I keep coming back to it, the community of people. I constantly am looking on the road to see if there's, a Subaru pulling up next to me. Anybody. I don't care who it is. If you have a sick car, I appreciate that. That's awesome. Maybe I want to race you, or maybe you want to race me, or want to pull your windows down.
We're all good. We honk at each other at the end, and we call it a day.
Exactly. That's what I love. That's exactly what I love. So
No beef.
it's really honestly like a drug. You're driving and you're you see a sick car, your heart starts racing. You're like, yo, I just took drugs, man. This is sick. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's so
I
much.
got a story about it once too.
Tell it.
2 days ago, I was we were running around trying to find somewhere to get my sister's inspection done, and I was in my 340, and my sister was in her Honda, but there was another 340i who I met, and he was at the gas station, and he just installed a downpipe and JB4 on it, and I went up to him, I was like, "Yo, man, like, you got 340? Is that 340?" Because he had the badge. I wasn't sure if it was a 335 or not, but it didn't have the intercooler, so I figured it was a 340. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I just installed a downpipe on it." And I was like, "Oh, cool, man. Like, how you liking it so far?" And he was like, "Bro, I love it. Like, you got 342." We exchanged numbers, and he wants to start, coming to the car stuff with us. Like, it's pretty cool.
Like with me now in my car, so like I like to be obnoxious, so I have my pops on aggressive and all the way up. So I could be driving like I live in where I go to school, it's basically in Bridgeport. So like I'll be driving around and like people actually think they're gunshots. Cause like people like there are like a good amount of gunshot cases there, and like people will actually like turn like and like reach for like I've seen people like reach for their waist before like when they like heard my car.
Damn.
Yeah. So I think I need to turn that down a little bit. And now that I'm back home, like yeah, definitely need to turn it back down.
We'll do a video with your car, Marco, because your thing. I mean, pop like when I'm talking about popcorn, it's like popcorn. It really is like every. Like we were cruising down in like White Plains at like 40 miles an hour. It was just pop, 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 pop. Yeah, it's just gurgling how many pops it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna do as pops as Marco. I don't think I like that much pops.
You know,
But
I just like being obnoxious, low key.
I want it to be popping where it's shooting flames. Like every time it pops, there's a flame.
Yeah.
So with that, Dan, you do need to get a custom tune.
I know. I might do arcade tunes.
Or
I wanna
a full straight pipe should do it.
I'm gonna do straight pipe probably. I'm gonna get them up for delete.
Yeah.
You're gonna be burning gas too a lot.
Yeah, like with my setup now, I like it. Like it's loud, but it's not obnoxious. Like I have the big. So there's two resonators. There's one where it's like kind of I forget it has a specific name. The small box, and then
second muffler.
Yeah, so I deleted the second muffler, which is a big one, and then a catless downpipe. So I still have one little resonator. So where the first resonator is, like a lot of people don't know, on the 340, it goes from oval piping into circular 3.5-inch piping.
Yeah, you deleted the resonator. There's a second muffler where the oval is. That's the muffler.
Yeah. So I deleted the resonator.
Yeah. I like the smell though. Smell of gas.
You get used to it pretty fast. I would say after the first week, I was like, okay, like I'm already used to smelling gas every day.
It smells but it smells like I don't even know, like an airplane landing strip. You know,
so,
like I get in my car. Yeah.
So, like, I've been behind people before, and they like pulled up next to me, like, yeah, like your car reeks of gas. I'm like, yeah, sorry. Like I don't know like what to say to them. Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I got a problem. Like, I gotta fix it.
All right, we're at 1 hour and 5 minutes. We've been going for a while. This is gonna be a good long video. Yes, like, subscribe, and give me a nice clap on YouTube. I don't know if they have the button for that yet, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed this podcast so far, drop a like. We're open to comments. We're open to suggestions. I'm open to new people who want to the group and drive around and stuff like that. If you're a chill person, you want to drive, you want to hang out,
you know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing, more than welcome to come.
Let's do it.
No beef.
Yeah, no beef, no fights, no craziness. Mm-hmm. No getting in trouble with cops. That's
all respect, baby, all respect.
Exactly. What
are you drinking? You drinking a chug jug over there?
Yes, chug jug.
Oh boy. Well, boys, I appreciate the talk. It was a good time. Hopefully I'll have this video. What did you say?
My phone's at 1%.
All right, so we'll end it now. If he dies, if he leaves, then you know why. But Salza, Daniel, Marco, I appreciate it, guys. Anyone still watching, I appreciate you. Thank you, and stay tuned for new content this summer.
See you for you later.
See you guys.
Take it easy.
Yeesh.
Still recording.
You want to hop on COD?
Yeah, I just said that like a second. Dan, literally, while Brandon was doing his outro, I booted up COD.
No way. This is going at the end of the video too. You best know.
Oh.
Hold on, yeah. I can teach that bitch my language like Rosetta Stone.